Hello again. I know that I haven't been posting lately. It's just sometimes I completely forget about it. I know that I should be posting um, every single day or being consistent at least, just so that my YouTube channel actually grows. But um, I don't know. I've been feeling so out of it lately. I mean, last week I did a bunch of overtime at my job. I currently work at Amazon. No, it is not Amazon 5. Um, it's just an Amazon, as they say. It's a warehouse. I don't want to say which one because, I'm currently working there. And a lot of my job, like a lot of the tea that I spill is normally at the jobs I currently will work at. Jobs, not jobs, job. um, a little bit about myself. I'm married. Um, I'm 20 years old. I didn't finish high school. I dropped out like at junior year. Um, and the I didn't. I don't think I finished it actually. I'm not too sure. It was around COVID, so yeah, it was okay. I guess I wasn't really living a happy life at that time either. So right now, I'm in a good place. I'm currently feeling a little down if I'm being honest. Um, I haven't really been posting just because there hasn't really been much to do lately. Two of my friends changed shifts, so um, one of one of them, right? I've talked to you about her, but we're just gonna call her G because I shouldn't even be saying so much her name. Um, but she changed like 2 weeks ago to the morning shift, and I was completely fine. I was like, well, it's okay. But then my other friend, um, she changed to the night shift, so it's it's really been getting to me, if I'm being honest. But, I mean, it's okay, right? I'm used to it. I used to be alone. It's just at some point you kind of get used to the company, and it just sucks when they're not there anymore. Um, I used to work at the Strawberry with a family member. Um, everything was fine until like the last 2 months into it. We started arguing, and I just didn't feel good, and I left. And then I got a new job, working for Costco. Um, and the lady who like hired me, she was like, "Don't make any friends because they're not there to make friends. Everybody's gonna backstab you." I never made friends. I only talked to like 3 people there. Well, 4 if you count, 5 if you count the supervisors, because there's 2 supervisors. Um, one senior, one person that taught me, and then one was there to like. He was also in the same role as me, so he was just there to like help me on the first couple of um, first 2 weeks, and then the other one, he was a guy. Um, I think we had nothing to really do together. He never really talked. He did talk to me, but it was never about work. I think the only time he actually did talk to me, well, the first time he talked to me actually, was about lunch. Like when I was gonna grab my lunch shift. And it was just like he was gonna fill in for me for that day because the guy that was normally there with me, um, he didn't clock in. He was sick or whatever. Um, so yeah, and I ended up making really good friends with him. But then I guess we kind of had like a hangout day where we were supposed to like schedule a day. And I told him, yeah, in the afternoon, we'll figure it out, and he never did. He was probably like the only person that I really talked to, generally actually like talking to. He was such a sweetheart. But then I was fired that day that we were supposed to, like take a day, but I got fired, and then like um 2 weeks later I was contracted in Amazon 5, and it was the same time that he was like supposedly getting out of work. I was clocking out, so I was like, perfect, at least I'll get to see him. And I only got to see him once, and I didn't talk to him. It was probably the worst thing I did, honestly. I was walking by real fast. I didn't notice him. I did hear his voice. He didn't call out to me. He was like, I guess he was on his phone. And I was on my phone with my husband. And when I turned back, he wasn't there anymore. So, yeah. And then I heard, like, the next day I saw this person that used to work there. I never talked to her before, but I remembered her face. And she was like, oh, he got into a car crash. And that was the last thing I've heard from him. I haven't heard from him at all. I hope he's okay, as you say. They did say that he was okay. He just, had a couple of, like, his face was a little messed up from the crash, but I was like, oh, well, okay. But, yeah. In Amazon 5, I had my group of friends. I was more, like, I had more friends at that time. At the beginning, I only had 3 friends, and her mom, like one of my friends' moms, but I wouldn't count that as a friend. And then I became an ambassador, and those friends always stuck to be my friends. Like, they were always my friends. In the beginning, I had a little, like, our group was, I think, 5, but then they changed, and then X thing happened, whatever. We lost touch. But I was like, it's okay, whatever, doesn't matter. And then it came when I was when I was an ambassador. I know a lot of our people. It was just fun overall, and then from there, I was seasonal, so I wasn't a white badge. I wasn't a blue badge. I was white. So I was white. So that's when the guy told me, hey, the HR, hey, we're coming to close. We would really like to continue our employment with you. But the only accommodation we have is for you to change in the night. I thought, okay, what time would it be? It would be 10:30 to 2:30 in the morning, like midnight, and I was like, ooh, fuck, that camp. But one of my friends stayed, and she told me, I was like, they only really give us 3 hours in the night. I was like, no, good thing I didn't stay, because for what they were offering, it was just way too little. And the good thing was that, like, since I said no, so I'm pretty sure he put, like, he fired me as in, like, there was no work left. So in the end, I only waited, like, 24 hours to be able to get a job again. But at that point, the warehouse that I'm currently working at, they only had shifts from 5:30 to 11:30, and I was like, no, like, that's way too early. So I waited, like, about, a week. And at midweek, like midweek after, so a week and a half. That was when I saw the shift from 3:30 to 8. I was like, well, that's perfect. I grabbed it. I've been trying to fill out for full time. They have not accepted. I think it's like been what, maybe 3 months with them. But yeah, it's okay, whatever, right? Eventually I'll get it. I'm not gonna have too much. At least have a job, right? um, and my friend that I told you about, the one that she, um, the night she quit not too long ago, so they gave her 3 months. So she's not. I think it's like no, not maybe not even 3 months. I'm not too sure. Um, but she's gonna be able to come back. She's gonna be able to look for a job again on April 16th. So we're already in April. We're April 2nd. So hopefully she gets a job, so I'm not lonely anymore. But currently, I am alone. Yesterday was such a hard day. Um, I met a friend, so I wasn't so alone yesterday, but it's not like she's my closest friend or whatever. So it did feel a little lonely, if I'm being honest. But I was like, whatever, it's okay. Um, I only stayed with one friend. The friend that I stay with isn't really much of like a good like best friend. No, she's just an acquaintance type of friend, you know. But yeah, I'm feeling very lonely. So sorry that I'm like rambling on. It's already been like what, 12 minutes, but yeah. Yeah, and currently I'm no longer an ambassador, so on May I will be able to apply for ambassador again. Let's see how it goes. Um, if I get it, well, you'll be the first to know. I still have my ambassador clothes. Not clothes. It's just like the jacket. I still have it. They let me keep it, so that's a good thing, you know. I still have the pins on it. I have another pin. I just don't know where I left it, so I have to look for it. I'm pretty sure that my husband threw it away. But if I could find it, then I'll put it on it, and that'll be 3 pins. But yeah, this is my work situation for now. But I just wanted to say hi. Thank you for watching the video actually. Please subscribe. That's all I really ask for. Mainly, I just want 50 subscribers so I can do lives, and that's it. And I know that lives, nobody's gonna watch it, but you know, at least so I don't have to do this whole video and then have to wait for it to upload. I was like, ugh, right? But thank you.